Have you ever stopped to wonder if something as simple and wholesome as fruit could actually pose a risk to your health? Since childhood, we've been taught that fruits are nature's candy, packed with vitamins, antioxidants, and nourishing sweetness. But there's a hidden truth that often goes unspoken. Not all fruits are created equal, especially as we age. For those of us over 60, our bodies are going through real changes. Our metabolism slows, our digestion becomes more sensitive, and controlling our blood sugar gets trickier. The reality is, some fruits that are perfectly healthy for younger people can actually become risky, even dangerous for seniors. Yes, dangerous. High sugar content, harmful drug interactions, or hidden acidity. These can quietly harm your health if you're not careful. But there's also good news. Nature offers us powerful, life-saving fruits that can support heart health, fight inflammation, protect our memory, and even strengthen our bones. After decades of both living and researching these changes, I want to share with you 4 fruits you should avoid, and the 4 you should absolutely add to your diet. Your body deserves the best. Let's jump right in. But before we start, if you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to hit that button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on a health tip made just for you. If you find this video helpful, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 and let me know how I can improve this content for you. First up, the 4 dangerous fruits seniors should never eat. 1. Grapefruit, the silent risk for those on medication. At first glance, grapefruit seems harmless, even healthy. Its vibrant pink flesh, refreshing bitterness, and reputation for supporting heart health have made it a breakfast staple. But for older adults, especially those over 60, this fruit hides a serious, often overlooked risk. Behind its appealing look, grapefruit contains a compound that can quietly interfere with many medications seniors rely on. This compound blocks a crucial liver enzyme called CYP3A4, which is responsible for breaking down many common prescription drugs. When this enzyme is blocked, medications can build up to dangerously high levels in your bloodstream, like a river stopped by a dam. The consequences? They can be severe. Muscle breakdown from statins, life-threatening heart rhythm problems, excessive bleeding from blood thinners, or dangerously strong effects from anti-anxiety drugs. For seniors who depend on these medications, grapefruit, though seemingly healthy, could become a silent threat. The saddest part? Most people have no idea. They enjoy grapefruit with breakfast, take their pills, and never connect the dots until a sudden trip to the ER, or worse. This isn't about creating fear, but about sharing wisdom gained through experience. Grapefruit isn't inherently bad, but for the over 70% of Americans over 65 who take prescription medications, it just isn't worth the risk. There are plenty of safer fruits to enjoy without risking your heart, your liver, or your life. If even cheerful grapefruit can hide dangers, what other fruits might also be quietly working against your health? Let's take a closer look at the next one. Small, sweet, and surprisingly toxic if overindulged. 2. Cherries. Sweet, but a hidden risk for arthritis and diabetes. Cherries. So small, so sweet, and so deceptively innocent. For many of us, they spark memories of summertime. Fresh pies cooling on the windowsill, bowls of cherries at picnics, and that satisfying pop as you bite into them. But as we age, what once felt like a harmless treat can quietly start to betray our health. Here's the truth. Cherries, especially in large amounts or in concentrated forms like juice, dried cherries, and syrups, are packed with natural sugar. Just 1 cup of sweet cherries contains nearly 20 grams of sugar. For younger people with faster metabolisms and stable insulin levels, this isn't much of a problem. But for seniors, especially those with type 2 diabetes, prediabetes, or even undiagnosed insulin resistance. This sugar floods the bloodstream, causing spikes that can quietly damage organs over time, leaving you feeling tired, mentally foggy, and more vulnerable to illness. But the risks don't stop with sugar. Cherries are naturally acidic, and for older adults dealing with inflammation, arthritis, or joint pain, this acidity can actually make symptoms worse. Yes, fresh cherries do contain antioxidants, but when you eat too many, especially in processed forms, their acidity and high sugar content can backfire. What you hoped would soothe your body may actually trigger more pain and discomfort. What's the real price? Silent, creeping harm. You might not feel it right away, but that flare-up in your knees that ruins your morning walk, that unexpected blood sugar spike that leaves you dizzy, or those sleepless nights from swollen joints, all of it could be traced back to that innocent bowl of cherries. It's heartbreaking because cherries feel so safe, but as we get older, even the sweetest foods must be eaten with caution. And if these tiny fruits can disrupt your body's delicate balance, imagine what happens when your potassium levels get thrown off by something even more common, something many seniors eat every day without a second thought. 3. Bananas. When too much potassium becomes harmful. For most of our lives, bananas have been the poster child for good health. Simple, convenient, and famously packed with potassium. We've heard they prevent cramps, boost energy, and keep the heart healthy. And for younger bodies, that's mostly true. But as we get older, our bodies handle nutrients differently than they once did. The fact is, too much of even a good thing can become a real threat. Bananas are indeed high in potassium, but for seniors, especially those with weakened kidneys, heart conditions, or anyone taking blood pressure medications like ACE inhibitors or potassium-sparing diuretics, this extra potassium can quietly build up in the body. As we age, our kidneys, which used to filter efficiently, begin to slow down. That excess potassium isn't flushed out as easily. It stays in your system, creeping into your bloodstream. The result? Disrupted heart rhythms, weakened muscles, and even confusion or foggy thinking. This condition, called hyperkalemia, doesn't make headlines, but it sends thousands of seniors to the emergency room each year. Sometimes, just a few extra bananas in a week is all it takes. You might feel your heart flutter, notice weakness in your legs, or sense something isn't quite right. But by the time these symptoms show up, the problem may already be underway. Suddenly, a fruit you thought was nourishing you is putting your energy, balance, and even your heartbeat at risk. Most people never suspect the banana. It's too simple, too wholesome. But that simplicity can be misleading, especially when our bodies are more fragile than they seem on the outside. So before you grab another banana, ask yourself, is this what my body truly needs or just a habit? Sometimes, the real danger isn't in the foods we fear, it's in the ones we've always trusted. And that's never more true than with our next fruit, a snack many think is healthy, but in reality is just concentrated sugar, hiding behind a health halo. 1. Blueberries, the brain's tiny protector. There's something quietly magical about the humble blueberry. Small and unassuming, it doesn't clamor for attention the way more colorful fruits do. Yet inside each berry lies one of nature's most powerful gifts, especially valuable as we move through the later chapters of life. At a time when memory can begin to fade and mental clarity sometimes slips away, blueberries offer more than just comfort. They offer protection. Science has confirmed what many have suspected. What we eat truly shapes how we think, how we remember, and even how we feel. Of all the fruits studied for brain health, blueberries stand out at the very top. Rich in anthocyanins, the deep blue pigments that give blueberries their vibrant color, these berries act like guardians. They cross the blood-brain barrier, reduce inflammation, improve communication between brain cells, and defend against oxidative stress. The very process that slowly erodes memory and cognitive function. Regularly eating blueberries has been linked to slower cognitive decline, sharper decision-making, and even a lower risk of Alzheimer's disease. For seniors, these are not small promises. They mean more time remembering loved ones' names, more moments of mental clarity, and more independence for as long as possible. But the magic of blueberries isn't limited to the brain. They also help regulate blood pressure, support heart health, and are low in sugar, making them a smart choice for people with diabetes or cardiovascular concerns. A simple half cup a day, tossed into yogurt, oatmeal, or eaten plain, can make a real difference. In a world full of pills and prescriptions, it's easy to forget that some of the most powerful medicine grows straight from the earth. Blueberries nourish, restore, and gently preserve what matters most: your mind. And if this little blue fruit can sharpen your memory, imagine what a crisp, fiber-rich apple can do for your heart. There's a reason the old saying holds true. An apple a day really can help keep the doctor away. 2. Apples, the heart-healthy fiber hero. There's timeless wisdom in the phrase, "An apple a day keeps the doctor away." While it may sound simple or even old-fashioned, this humble fruit holds truths more important than ever for those of us over 60. As our hearts require more care, our digestion grows more delicate, and our bodies crave balance, apples deliver powerful protection in the most ordinary package. Apples are rich in soluble fiber, especially pectin, a special type that binds to cholesterol in the digestive system and helps remove it before it can enter your bloodstream. For seniors, this means apples can actively lower bad LDL cholesterol, reducing the risk of heart attacks and strokes without the need for extra medication. They're also naturally low in calories and sugar, making them a safe, satisfying snack that supports blood sugar control and healthy weight management, both critical for heart and joint health as we age. But apples do more than protect your heart. Their fiber also promotes a healthy digestive tract, reducing constipation, a common frustration later in life, and the antioxidants in their skin, quercetin and other flavonoids, provide anti-inflammatory benefits that support overall wellness, even reducing the risk of certain cancers and neurodegenerative diseases. Just as important, apples are deeply familiar. They remind us of autumn harvests, homemade pies, and the simple pleasure of a crisp bite on a cool day, offering nourishment for both body and spirit. One accessible fruit, so easy to add to your day, can quietly shape your health in profound ways. So yes, an apple a day really can make a difference, not just because of what it gives your body, but also because of what it helps your body avoid. And if the apple is a silent guardian of your heart, what about a fruit that nourishes your bones, brain, and skin all at once? It's creamy, rich, and often misunderstood. 3. Avocados, the healthy fat that truly nourishes among all the fruits on the table. The avocado stands in a class of its own. It doesn't burst with sweetness, nor does it come in eye-catching colors. You won't typically find it sitting in a bowl on your kitchen counter. But for those of us in our 60s and beyond, avocado is more than just food. It's fuel for longevity, clarity, and lasting strength. Rich in monounsaturated fats, avocados provide the kind of healthy fat your body craves as it ages. These are the fats that don't clog your arteries, but instead protect your heart, nourish your brain, and actively lower bad cholesterol. They work quietly behind the scenes to reduce inflammation throughout your body, helping to ease joint pain and support smoother movement as the years go by. For seniors managing heart disease or simply looking to avoid it, avocados can be a true game changer, but their benefits go even further. Avocados are packed with vitamin K, which is crucial for bone strength and fracture prevention, something we often overlook until a stumble or fall reminds us just how fragile our bones have become. They also deliver folate and potassium, supporting healthy blood pressure, improving circulation, and lowering stroke risk. The presence of lutein, a powerful antioxidant, helps guard your eyes against macular degeneration and age-related vision loss. But beyond the science, avocados offer a unique richness, not just in texture, but in the way they make you feel. A few slices on whole grain toast, or a spoonful alongside fresh greens, feels like true nourishment, not restriction. At a stage in life where so many foods are labeled off limits, the avocado stands out as a food that says, "I'm here to help, not to harm." While others chase after the next trendy or exotic superfruit, this creamy green fruit delivers benefits quietly, consistently, and deeply. It brings strength to your bones and brightness to your mind. And if avocados help build strength and clarity, imagine a fruit that soothes your digestion and helps calm inflammation throughout your body, especially in your joints, where you need it most. 4. Papaya, the digestive and anti-inflammatory miracle. In a world overflowing with over-the-counter antacids, joint creams, and endless supplements, it's easy to overlook the healing power of simple, natural foods. Yet the papaya, with its golden, velvety flesh and gentle sweetness, offers something remarkable, especially for those in their senior years. As we age, digestion becomes more sensitive. Meals that once felt easy now may bring bloating, discomfort, or heartburn. That's where papaya truly shines. This tropical fruit contains papain, a natural enzyme that helps the body break down proteins, easing the burden on your digestive system. For seniors struggling with slow digestion, irregularity, or the side effects of long-term medications, papaya is more than a comfort. It's real relief. But the benefits of papaya go even further. Rich in vitamin C, A, and E, papaya helps strengthen your immune system, protect your skin, and fight inflammation, a major factor in chronic conditions like arthritis and heart disease. If you're living with joint stiffness, immune weakness, or inflammation, papaya quietly restores balance and reduces the silent damage happening inside your body every day. Best of all, papaya is wonderfully easy to enjoy. It requires no elaborate preparation. Just a few fresh slices each day can support your health from the inside out. Sometimes, the most powerful healing doesn't come in a bottle. It comes in nature's own packaging, ready to serve those who value true wellness over quick fixes. Bringing it all together, your health, one bite at a time. We've explored the fruits that support your brain, protect your heart, rebuild your bones, and soothe your digestion. The question now is, how can you weave these choices into your daily life and create a foundation for a healthier, more vibrant future? As we grow older, a quiet truth becomes clear. We can no longer take our health for granted. The foods we once ate without a second thought now carry new weight. Each bite either brings healing or adds to the burden our bodies must carry. But here's the good news. It's never too late to make better choices. And often, those choices are simpler than you think. Swap a handful of dried fruit for a cup of blueberries. Choose an apple over a sugary snack. Slice an avocado instead of reaching for processed spreads. Add fresh papaya to your breakfast instead of chasing relief with pills. These small, mindful decisions, made day after day, build into something powerful. A stronger heart, a clearer mind, steadier joints, better digestion, and most importantly, a renewed sense of control over your own well-being. That's a gift worth protecting. It's also wise to accept that not every fruit is right for us as we age. Grapefruit, bananas, cherries, dried fruits, while not inherently bad, now demand caution. They require us to respect our medications, our blood sugar, our kidneys, and our unique health needs. This isn't about fear. It's about maturity and gratitude for the body that has carried us this far. Let this journey be a reminder not of restrictions, but of abundance, of all you can enjoy when you choose foods that heal and strengthen. Whether you're 60, 70, 80, or beyond, remember, your best health is not behind you. It's right here in every meal, every mindful choice, every single day. The fruits you welcome into your life can be so much more than food. They can be your partners in longevity, your daily acts of self-respect. When you care for your body with knowledge and love, you don't just add years to your life, you add life to your years. You deserve to age with strength, dignity, and joy, one mindful bite at a time. These lessons are here to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you've learned today that you'll start applying in your own life? Let's support each other on this journey to better health. If you enjoyed this video, leave a comment with 1. If not, let us know with a 0. Your feedback matters. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more empowering content. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.